This coin we bring into focus is from Turkey, minted in 1996, carrying the denomination of 10 bin lira. It is not just a metallic disc, but a portal into an era, a story told in alloys, inscriptions, wear, and whispers of economic tides. To hold it is to touch a fragment of Turkish history, and to present it is to invite wonder, curiosity, and speculation. Begin by imagining the time, the mid-1990s in Turkey. The old Turkish lira was under pressure, inflation creeping, the value of money shifting. In that milieu, a coin reading 10 bin lira bore both familiar meaning and latent contradiction. In an economy where thousands, millions, even billions of lira were in common parlance, denominations soared. This coin emerges from that tension between the everyday and the extraordinary. Examine its material. The 1996 10 bin lira coin is composed of copper-nickel zinc, an alloy chosen not just for durability but for its look and feel. WorldCoinsCatalog.com plus 3 TreasureRealm.com plus 3 Lastodo plus 3. Its weight is roughly 9.75 grams, and its diameter around 23.50 millimeters. Numis.com plus 4 Ferronum plus 4 Lastodo plus 4. Its thickness is about 2.92 millimeters in many examples. TreasureRealm.com plus 3 Coinsbook plus 3 WorldCoinsCatalog.com plus 3 on its edge. There is a reeded pattern, often inscribed with Türkiye Cumhuriyeti, or in some versions TC, as an abbreviation. Ferronum plus 4 Lastodo plus 4 Numis.com plus 4. The obverse side bears the portrait of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, his visage turned to the left, a constant on many Turkish coins of the Republican era. WorldCoinsCatalog.com plus 4 Lastodo plus 4 Numis.com plus 4. Surrounding that portrait is the legend Türkiye Cumhuriyeti, signaling the Republic of Turkey. Lastodo plus 2 Numis.com plus 2. On the reverse lies the face value 10 bin lira, together with the year 1996. WorldCoinsCatalog.com plus 3 Lastodo plus 3 TreasureRealm.com plus 3. Some decorative motif, often a crescent and star or floral accent, may flank the numerals and date, lending elegance and symmetry. WorldCoinsCatalog.com plus 3 TreasureRealm.com plus 3 Numis.com plus 3. This is how the coin was conceived, in metal and design. Its mintage quantity is an important metric. In 1996, over 100 million such coins were struck. Estimates hover near 113,082,000 in some listings. WorldCoinsCatalog.com plus 4 Lastodo plus 4 Numis.com plus 4 other sources place the 1996 edition at 119,572,000 minted. Ferronum plus 2 Ferronum plus 2. The discrepancy arises from differing cataloging or counting of incidental mintings or adjustments. Because so many exist, this coin is not rare by sheer numbers. It is common in circulated condition. Ferronum plus 2 WorldCoinsCatalog.com plus 2. But commonality does not necessarily diminish interest. What matters in the collector world is condition, provenance, and story. Let us delve into how condition plays its role. A coin that has circulated will show where smoothing of relief, loss of sharpness in Ataturk's facial features, a duller field, scratches, and contact marks. In a finer grade, details of hairlines, edges of letters, relief elements, and border design are crisp, with minimal impurities or abrasions. In the rare instance of a mint state or uncirculated specimen, the coin appears almost as new, with full luster, clean fields, and no signs of handling. Because the 1996 10 bin lira was designed for broad circulation, high-grade specimens are relatively uncommon, and these command a premium among collectors who seek perfection or near perfection. To the casual observer, a 10 bin lira coin may seem ordinary, perhaps worth pocket change. In fact, in catalogs and online listings, typical values for circulated specimens range between about 9 cents and 23 cents, depending on condition and demand. Numis.com plus 3 WorldCoinsCatalog.com plus 3 Ferronum plus 3. Some listings note as much as 10 cents for specimens in XF or uncirculated states. Ferronum plus 1, but context matters. Those are baseline estimates for commonplace pieces. What transforms a coin into something extraordinary is, first, its exceptional state, and second, the narrative that connects it to collectors, to history, to desire. Think of the coin not just as metal, but as a vessel of stories. From the year marked 1996, one can reflect on Turkey's political climate, the economy, the social transitions, the pressures of inflation, and the eventual revaluation of the lira. In 2005, Turkey restructured its currency, removing 6 zeros in effect and introducing the new Turkish lira, yeni Türk Lirası. Wikipedia: the old lira was demonetized. What was once everyday currency became relic, collectible, a snapshot of a bygone monetary regime. Once it lost legal tender status, its value had to be redefined by collectors, not by merchants or central banks. In other words, when the state says no longer money, the collector steps in and says, still meaningful. A coin once used to buy bread or tea becomes a window into inflation, into monetary policy, into the daily life of a generation. It becomes something to be exhibited, discussed, researched. Presentation matters. In your offering, you may begin not with the alloy or the diameter, but by evoking the moment. Imagine walking Turkish streets in 1996, feeling weight in your pocket, the coin jingling among others, perhaps bought from a vendor or passed as change in a busy market. That everyday experience now ripples forward in time, and your coin is the echo. Weaving story into detail, consider the journey of that specific piece. Perhaps it resided in a private collection for decades, kept in a coin album, handled with gloves, its surfaces shielded from the corrosive air and careless hands. Or perhaps it came from a dusty drawer, circulated, tossed about, and showing faint signs of life. If provenance is known, such as prior ownership by a respected collector, acquisition at a historic auction, or association with a notable event, that enhances the narrative. The more you can trace, the more credibility and intrigue you can weave. This coin was part of the estate of a Turkish diplomat. Or, this specimen was displayed at a major numismatic fair. Or, this coin survived the transition when the